Hi, class. Welcome to week 7. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. I managed to get all of your papers graded and returned to you. I saw great improvements, so keep up the good work. Keep having your papers reviewed. Some people are still having a few difficulties, and I have asked that you correct it and send it back to me as normal. So go ahead and correct your mistakes and send it back to me so that I can give you a grade and place it at 0. And also, I wanted to let you guys know that um, evaluations are going out this week. I put an email out that they will be added to your shell. What that is they will send you an email, and the email will tell you where you can locate your evaluation. So just do the best you can and get it done. They'll give you 3 attempts to do it. They'll give you 3 reminders, and after that, then they won't bother you anymore. But just go ahead and fill that out. Feel free to fill that out. And I wanted to go and just go into the details of your assignment, and I want to let you guys know, in case you didn't know this, that every week I give you a video that tells you what's due for that week and explain the details of the assignments. So if you watch the videos, you'll always be on track. And the day before your assignments are due, I always make sure I send you an email giving you a heads up on what's due. So make sure you watch that. And I noticed some students have missed a lot of assignments. You've come this far, we in week 7. Do what you can to catch up on those. Notify me, talk to me. Let's see what we can do to get you back on track and keep up with the class. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. Okay, and then I'm just going to go right into our classroom. And here we go. And we're just going to go over week 7. So like I said, week 6 is we're done with it. I got all the assignments passed back to you. The persuasive essays, they were in good shape. I really enjoyed reading them. Some of them needed a little structure, but for the most part, the grades were pretty high. Just make sure you're turning in the right format. That's what really will deter the grade and have me not get it back to you as fast as I can if it's not in the correct format, the correct line spacing, the correct font, or not enough pages. So these are some of the things that we have gone over with the investigation essay. I wouldn't think the second essay would need a reminder, but please get that work submitted to me correctly as soon as you can. All right, week 7. Week 7, we're starting quicksand, but let's start from the beginning. Week 7, your reading assignments, we're continuing with the sentence structure, sentence style, and right now we're doing 4, 5, 6, and 7. We did S1, S2, and S3 last week. That is sentence style 1, 2, and 3, and now we're doing 4, 5, 6, and 7. And you can find this information in your hacker book that you have downloaded for the class. Okay, and the next thing that we have coming up is the video to correspond with the assigned reading. So make sure you watch that video so you can get a little reinforcement. And we're starting quicksand and passing this week. This is Nora Larson's novels, and the copies are there for you to read. And I put the narration. This is the complete text. So if you want to read along and listen along to help you have a better understanding, it's here for you. This is the downloaded text that I have in the first week, and I also emailed it to you. If you joined class early, if you joined class late, I haven't emailed it to you. If you don't have access to it, if you cannot get it from the links, just let me know. And this is a complete history well, I won't say totally complete, but it gives you a lot of background on Nora Larson, her lifestyle, and the books are set in 1928 and 1929. So it's older literature, but it's very, very interesting. And this is the life of Nella Larson. I want to put her name together as one for some reason. Nella Larson. This is just a little background to her lifestyle, and in her real life. She was a mulatto of mixed race, and this is a picture of her as a her nursing student. She was a nurse, and she married one of the second African Americans to receive his PhD in physics. This is her real life. So this tells a little bit about her real life. And I thought this was interesting because she was also an author. As you know, we're reading two of her books. Nora Larson, this is her name backwards, and this is the pen that she wrote under. Alan Simi, and it's just her name spelled backwards. Her new last name and her first name spelled backwards. So that's how she wrote, because back in the day, women weren't allowed to use their names for publications. They weren't allowed to write. So I thought that was interesting, that she used that pen name. And she also had some problems with plagiarism. She was accused of plagiarizing, but she absolutely didn't plagiarize anything. In the person who she was supposed to have plagiarized her work came forward and said that it was not her work. It was Anella's original work. So it's a lot of things going on with her, but I give you guys enough information to fill you in. These are the characters from Quicksand, and I tell you who all the main players are and give you a little bit of information about each. And then this is a quick summary right here, and then here's some more Quicksand facts. And this is a summary of a book reading right here for you, a passing. And I have the same thing above for Quicksand. And here are the characters for passing. And I give you, like I said, all the main players, who they are and who they are connected with and how they are connected to the story. So if you read this information before you get started, you will have some background on it and you won't be so lost. You'll be able to follow it. Additional research is not required. I have given you enough. If you just read the chapters, read the books that I have provided, and read this information, you have more than needed to complete your assignments for this. So get started on the reading early, so you're not waiting till the last minute and not able to do it. Like I said, if you want to listen to the talk version of the reading before you do the book, or at the same time that you're reading the book, it will help reinforce it. So it's a lot going on this week for you in terms of learning about Nella Larson and Quicksand and passing. Okay, so your journal. Your journal is text messaging pros and cons. So like every other journal assignment, you have a list of questions. Here are the questions. Here are the instructions. And what I always tell you is, as you read, annotate your text. And what that means is make notes, write notes in your text, make some kind of note that'll help you when you're answering the question. So then in your journal, incorporate the answers to the questions in essay format, transferred over to your assignment that you're turning in. So you have these questions in your journal and you're answering these questions that are here. And you can journal on the computer. You don't have to journal, just write things out in a journal. You can journal in a computer. You can cut and paste all of these questions and put it on a Word document, and then you will answer all of the questions. You will do what they say. Read the explanatory paragraphs before each essay. It says, Then Google both articles to see where they were first published. Who do you think was the author's intended audience for each piece? And then you go down here and you read these two articles. Okay? And then after you read these two articles, underline the author's primary claim and his supporting claims. Summarize the author's main argument in your own words. Do you think the author used persuasive lines of arguments? Why or why not? So, what do you think about the subject? You've just read two arguments about how texting affects language. Which do you find more persuasive and why? So these are the articles below that you are to read. There are two of them. And I also have a little video here that you can watch that's in connection with David Christo. It's David Christo and his son, because he's really involved in Shakespeare. But I just put a little extra information there for you. But just go ahead and read those two and then answer the questions and transfer them over to a separate sheet of paper that's double space, Arial font 12, 1 page long, that's answering the questions that are before you. Now that's it for your journal. Do not try to use too much information from your text, or you will get that over the 14% in your Turnitin score. And as you guys know, I do not accept documents that have over 14%. You have to go back and give me a document that has less than 14%. You signed off on that in your syllabus quiz. I had you to find that percentage so that we'll be on the same track and you are able to view your Turnitin score. I've showed you how to do that in one of the videos. So make sure you're keeping track on looking at that and keeping that level under 14%, so I don't have to send your paper back to you. I'll give you a chance to do it again, but it's just a little bit of a hassle for the both of us. So just try to get it right the first time to make sure that we all are on the same page and we're keeping up with things that are assigned. The little things are what kind of distracts, because it's the little things that you guys can do without me having to tell you to do it. And that's make sure that you have the correct font. Don't give me Arial, not Arial, but Times New Roman when you need Arial 12. Make sure you have double spacing instead of single spacing. Make sure that you have enough text, a complete page if it's a 1-page document, or give me the full 3 pages if it's a 3 to 4 page. Don't give me 2 pages and 1 paragraph, because that work is going to come right back to you, and I'm going to ask you to resubmit a complete document, which is a full 3 pages. And I don't think that's too much to ask. It's just asking you to follow the instructions. So make sure that you guys are doing that, and we'll all be on the same page and everything will be peaches and cream. All right, so next, it is, you have your quicksand questions. These are your journal questions from when you read the quicksand, and you can answer these a number of ways. You can cut and paste the whole thing, copy and paste it onto a Word document, highlight it, and then Control-C, go down, pick up your Word document, and I know I left off the first letter, but let me just show you, it's really simple. Then Control-V, voila, you have it. These are all of your questions. You don't even need this up here, but just to make it complete, I'll go ahead and do that. But let me see if I can open this up some. My controls are blocking me. I have to move it around. So you can have the questions, cut and paste it like this, and just highlight what answer you would like. That's one way to do it. Or you can just take and put the answer you will like and the number to the question, and I will know where it goes. Like, say for instance, if you go 1 and then you put right here, that's the answer to number 1, and you continue with 3, 4, and 5, 6, so on. That's fine. Either way, I don't have a problem with that. So I'm gonna go ahead and go out of that. And the other option that you have is you can submit it into the window. Say when you're responding, you have that window that you can put text. You can cut and paste all of that information into the text box. Either way it goes, I will be able to see it as long as you attach a Microsoft Word document or you put it in the text box. Either option is fine, but these are the questions that you have to select one out of the 4 choices as the correct answer. Okay, so then we have a sense impression this week, and it is entitled Man in Water. You're seeing 2 of them because for some reason students were not able to view it. I can view it, but some students were not able to view it, so I had to put it in there again. So it's in there twice, and I don't know which one to delete, so I'm leaving both of them in there. But just give a look at this picture and just see what you think about it. How do you feel about it? What do you think is going on? I'm trying to enlarge it for you while I'm sitting here going through it. Here it is. I was looking for my plus sign so I can enlarge it so you can get a look at it. What do you think? You look at it really, really close. What's going on? You guys try to enlarge it too when you're looking at it so you can really get the look on his face, the anguish, and just see what is it? What's going on in that picture? What do you think? And then go ahead and write your response, 1 page, double spaced, 12 font Arial, and just address what you see, what you hear, what you feel. It's a sense impression, so it's appealing to your senses. What might you touch if you were in that dirty water? What might you hear? What might you feel? What might you smell? So any of your senses, you know, what is it? Just go ahead and apply that. But I want to go ahead and make this back to my normal size so we can continue on where we left off. Okay, so the next thing is your current event, and your current event for this week is the same as class participation, is run, hide, fight, and these are some instances of school shootings and things that you can do in case you're faced with this situation. Now, it's not a pretty situation. It's not anything that any of us enjoy talking about, but it's something that needs to be said. So go ahead and review the videos and just give your take on it, and just be reminded to be respectful for others while you're in the discussions. Be free to speak your mind, but be mindful of others and always treat others with courtesy and care like you would want to be treated. You do not want to disrespect anyone like you would not like to be disrespected. So with that being said, that's just about it for the week. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen with you and come back to you and just tell you I hope you have a good week. If you have any questions, I am available. Please be sure to come see me on Wednesdays between 3 and 4 for my student hours. I have that hour set aside for you. I'm waiting for you just to pop in my Zoom and talk to me and tell me what is it that I can do to help you. So make sure you guys come by and see me. And don't forget to check the discussions. There are videos, little short videos there to help you with capitalization. I still saw that in our papers. Some people don't think United States needs to be capitalized, and it is a proper name, so it needs to be capitalized. So there's some things in there on comma usage. It's a lot of things. Run-on sentences, comma splices, all of these things that I have been writing on your paper will show up in those videos. So make sure that you look at those, and it will all come together. You know, I've been doing this for over 20 years, and I know when we put all these things together, you may not see the benefit at first, but before it's all over and done with, you will see the benefits. Your skill set will improve the more you write, the more you read, the better you will be at it. And that is a proven fact. So take care. Have a good day. And like I said, I'm available Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Feel free to drop me an email or two and I will respond. Thank you and have a good day. Bye.